Okay, I came downstairs, I set up so we can do a quick get ready with me. It's gonna take a little longer because this is my first time sharing it with you all, and I want you to know how to use it. So I'm gonna kind of go through some things with you. So I already have my skincare all done. This is my bare face, so you can kind of see I have some imperfections, I've got some sunspots, I have freckles, there's no filter on. I did do my eyes already. So with this makeup, it's really good to put all your skincare on and let it sit for a little bit. So that's why I went in and did my makeup first, or my eye makeup first. That way it gives my face time to set. Now, after you put on your lotions and whatnot, your sunscreen, if you have dry, normal to dry skin, you just go straight in with the creams. If you have normal to oily skin, you're gonna wanna take your perfector sponge or your beauty blender, spray a little setting spray on it, and then just kind of press. I already did this because I wanted it to set in, and then press where your oily areas are. Just press that setting spray right on in there, okay? And then you can go in with your creams. So we recommend getting 2 highlights because our skin changes through the seasons, and that way you can kind of customize, and then you have like an all over color, and then you have a little bit of a brightener color as well. So here's the ones that I have right now. My main color is right here. It's this one. And then I use a combination of, depending on what I'm doing, like how dark. I've been using self tanner, so I've been using the darker one. And then I have a color corrector, which is right here, which is mango, which I go in and I cover up the dark spots. So I'm gonna go in really quick. You can start with contour or you can start with cream, whatever works best for you. I've kind of found that I like to start with the highlight. So I'm gonna go in, and the key with this, I watched so many videos while I was waiting for this to arrive, and everybody says, less product, use very little product. I thought the first time that I used it, I was using very little product, and I was still using too much product, if that says anything. Each one of these little tins is supposed to last you 3 to 4 months, if that tells you how little product you're supposed to use. You're not supposed to swipe into it. If you look closely, you're gonna see mine has tap marks in it. So I just tap, just like this. And I'm gonna come in and I'm just going to start adding it to wherever. I'll put a graphic down below of where you're supposed to put the different colors. So down in this area, I just kind of brush it on really easy after I tap. And I come into here and get this area right here. And then the key all over like this area for sure is you want to stipple. You want to stipple it in, okay? You do not want to drag that product. As a matter of fact, even when I put kind of swipe on that product, I still go in and I stipple it in. I want it to go into my skin, which is one of the nice things about this product is it looks like your skin, but better. It doesn't look like you have a foundation layer on your skin, which is nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna really lightly tap in here, and then I'm gonna come in under my eyes, and you want to stipple. You don't wanna drag across. You want it to just kind of press in there, just like this, okay? You're just stippling that in. And the key with mascara makeup is getting your right color. If you are off a color, it won't look good, it won't feel good, it won't wear well. The key is getting the right color. So you can already see the difference in this side, and all I have done is just put in my highlight. I haven't done any contour or blush yet. I haven't done any brightener. If I want to choose to do a brightener, I can be really quick and just not even worry about a brightener. I can just use my regular all over color. Okay, so I'm gonna come into this side. I'm gonna do the same thing. I just tapped, and then I'm gonna come up in here, and then I'm gonna lightly go in here. So like I was saying, the key is getting the right color, using very little product, stippling, and playing with it. It took me a good week to kind of get it solidly, and then I go down my nose to get it solidly to where I'm like, okay, I got this. And now I'm totally like playing with it, trying new things. It is so much fun. So yeah, so you just go down your nose, you get right in this area right here. And as we age, especially with mature skin, you do not want to go light inside here. It's just going to accentuate all the fine lines and wrinkles. You actually wanna go darker, and then you're gonna wanna go in if you want a little bit of brightening, and I'll show you where to put the brightening. Okay, so that is, oh, and I forgot to tell you, when I came up in here, this is kind of where you wanna go, you know, wherever you would have your regular color, because then contour is gonna go up in here if you have a need for contour. If you have a small forehead, obviously you don't need any contour up there, but if you have a larger forehead, contouring is gonna make it look a little smaller. Okay, so I'm using the same end of, this is the 30-second hack brush. I really love this brush. I love all the brushes. I really love the detail hack, which I'm gonna show you in a second. This one I think is an absolute must-have if you love to contour your nose, for sure. You can make this one work for everywhere else, but this was a game changer with my nose. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna come into my nose. So here is the contour that I love to use right here. I'm gonna go in on the side. You see I'm going in on the side, and then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna go right down my nose right here. Can you see that? It just gives you like the perfect line. Let me come down a little bit more. Okay, it just gives you such a nice line where I could not get that with the 30-second hack brush. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh my gosh, it's like backwards when I'm looking in here. Okay, same thing. I'm just gonna come in with that line. It's hard to do it in my phone, my goodness. You wouldn't think it would be that much different than looking in a mirror, but it's so small, and Mama needs glasses. Okay, so come down. You can come and do a little swipe on your nose right there, but if you've noticed, I have a big ball on the end of my nose. So I kind of try to make it look as long and thin as possible. And if I were to go like this, it would kind of like stump off my nose. Okay, so then you can either use, I'll show you two ways. I'll use this one on one side. You can use the detail hack brush on this side, and then you wanna come in and find right under your cheekbone, you can feel it, your cheekbone, and you're just gonna bring this contour down like this. Okay, and you just wanna go about to where your eye ends, right about there, okay? The contour is a little bit harder. It's not as creamy, so you are gonna have to like kind of pounce it into your little tin a little bit more, okay? So then you're just gonna get that contour on there, just like that, okay? And then we'll blend it out. I'm gonna show you how I do it with this one. So this one, like I said, you have to kind of pounce the contour a little harder, and it's meant to be that way. Okay, and then you're just gonna come under that cheekbone. Do you see the different application between the two? Okay, gotta get a little bit more on there. Just right under that cheekbone right there, okay? And you really can't mess this makeup up, you guys. Like if you can see like, okay, that's really big over there, that's a little smaller over here. When we go through with our perfector sponge, it's gonna look all the same. So you can kind of see how this has really brought my face in. It looks so much more defined than just my round face. So then I'm gonna go through with my 30-second, I like my 30-second hack for up here. I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna put all the contour up here, okay? I'm gonna do a fun thing with you next week, and I'm gonna show you, Lauren was sharing it. It's like the cheetah hack, where you just do dots all over your face and then you just blend it in, and it turns out just phenomenal. Like you cannot mess this makeup up. Okay, so can you see my face is really starting to come together with that contour? And you just blend it out. Cream makeup is so forgiving. If you make a mistake, you just blend it out. Okay, and then you wanna come, you see how you have this little line right here? And so as we get older, that kind of sags a little. You can kind of see mine sagging here. So I just wanted to define that a little bit more. So I'm gonna come in through here, and I'm going underneath, okay? Can you see that? It's hard to see. And then I'm gonna bring this down, because obviously we wanna blend it in with our neck. Okay, and I'm gonna go like this right here. Same thing here, and I'm gonna just blend that down with my neck. Okay, I know, this contour it'll get blended out, don't worry. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do, so I have all of my foundation on, so then I'm just gonna take my perfector sponge. I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna blend it all in just a little bit. This is what you wanna do when you first start out and you're getting used to it, and then you'll go in and do your blush. Now, I have been just doing it all at once. Contour, blush, everything all at once, then I go in with my perfector. But I just wanted to show you how different they looked, but now they look the same. So like I said, you can't mess it up. So Okay, so, and then on the top, these double deckers are great. And that way you can build and you can make your own palettes with just what you need, which is so nice. I know in the past I've shared my, my eyeshadow palette that I love with you, but I've only used like 5 shadows out of it mainly. So this way you can just put in exactly what you need. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here with nude, and I'm gonna use, I have this brush right here, which is your blush and bronzer brush, and I really love this side for blush. So I'm just gonna pounce that in just like we did before, and then I'm just gonna put this on my cheek right above the bronzer, I mean the contour. Okay, so you're just gonna put that on just like that. Okay, can you see how much more defined my face looks already? And you just come in like that, and then it just blends right in. Now, if you want to go and you have, say, little darker spots to cover that the first layer didn't cover, you just go in. I use this little brush right here. It's the multitasker, but you could even use your finger. I'll show you with your finger. You just go in, you can barely see it. It covered most of it. And this one is just to cover, it's like a neutralizing color, and then I have like a blemish right there that I'll cover up right there too. And then you can take your brighter color if you want to do brightening. This brush right here is really great. I like this one for my nose. So I'm going to go through with my lighter color right here, and I'm just going to take this down my nose. Now this is just an extra step that you can do if you have the time, and anywhere you would have light hit, you could put it right there as well. Okay, and then down like on your chin, anywhere like the sun would shine, right? Okay, so then you put that there. And then you can do, oh, I was gonna show you how you can do a little bit of brightener. So you can take your lighter color, which you don't wanna put all under here if you have mature skin, because it'll settle into those fine lines. So you can bring that lighter color though, all right in here to brighten up this eye area, and then to bring down your nose. So you're gonna see my nose get a little thinner. And then I'm gonna just put it down here, not up in here, not where those wrinkles are. And it will brighten this whole area up a little bit, okay? Same thing for the other side. You just bring this right in here. See how you can see that brighten up right there? And you bring it down to blend in with that nose contour. And then you just bring it right through here, not where your wrinkles are, and it really brightens up that under eye area. Okay, and then all you have to do after that is you can add your illuminator, which I have my illuminators in here, and this is the pressed powder, but I like Georgia. I think Georgia is so pretty. So I'm gonna just put that right there, that right there, down the bridge of my nose, on my Cupid's bow. And if you really want to get fancy, you can actually make your lips look a little bigger by taking your multitasker brush and kind of putting it, I used indigo for that one, right underneath your lip. And it will make your lip look a little bigger. And then you go in with your lip and cheek, add that, and then you're done with all that. Now, that's if you have dry skin. If you have oily skin like me, you have a little bit of an extra step. You're going to take a setting powder, just like this one right here. This is my favorite setting powder, whether you use mascara or not. It's the Laura Mercier Under Eye Brightener. And you put it, I think that's what it's called. I will link it for you. But you just wanna take, you want the finest amount, okay? Hardly anything at all. And you're gonna just put it, so you can't even barely see it on there. And then you're gonna come through and you're gonna set your eyes underneath here. And then you're going to take, not the same setting powder, never use the same setting powder that you use under your eyes or on your face under your eyes. But I like the Laura Mercier translucent powder for that. And then, so this is only if you have oily skin or if you really like a matte finish. So then you're gonna take this, I just put a little bit in the top of my lid, kind of spread it out because you don't want that much. You have two choices. You can put it right just in your T-zone, if that's where you get oily, or you can put it all over if you like a matte look, or if you get oily all over. My hair is like bugging me. So I like to set my whole face because I have a tendency, especially in the summer, to get really oily. So I go ahead and put the powder all over my face, and I'm pushing. I'm not pulling. Never ever pull. You just want to tap, 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 tap. Okay, and then I will set, if you have oily skin, you want to set it with a setting spray. I have some great ones. I actually ran out of mine, so I'm using my travel size one, but you just want to set it, and then you're done. So this is how easy mascara makeup is. If you have any questions, let me know. I did use all mascara eyeshadows as well. And I used my regular mascara, which you know I love. I'll link up everything for you so you know what I used as far as that's not mascara.